get right to it. Don't ask about the checks, dog. I just do it. Yeah, I'm Flash Gordon, Jeff Gordon. I'm in that all-black Viper, Randy Orton. Yeah.
Welcome back to the Hip Hop Advocate Show. Boy John Foods.
De La Music.
And the rock.
Before we start, yo, huge shout out. DRNY, baby. You see the shirts. You know what I'm saying?
Hit them up. DM. Cop them. Shit's just
DRNY
hot.
Sports, right?
Get your machete on.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The DR style, baby. Campo life. You know what I'm saying? And tonight we got a brother, representing all the way from Nigeria. Wow.
Yes, Sirski.
Yo, I want to call him the dark-skinned Drake. You know what I'm saying?
We were talking about that.
Nigerian champagne poppy.
Let's go. Nigerian champagne poppy. Yo, we got Ugoboy in the building.
You go, boy.
Y'all some more and shit, like, you go, girl. Like, you go, boy.
You go, boy. You go, girl. All that good stuff. You go, boy. All that good
What's
stuff.
up, brother?
What's up, man? What's up, y'all?
What's going on?
Yo,
I'm feeling the hat. Yo, we do need more black millionaires.
Absolutely. I got this hat. I was at Chelsea House is one of my favorite restaurants. Mano. Who else owns that spot? Mano. Jim Jones. A couple of cats. New York rappers. They always frequent there. They opened up a new spot on Amsterdam on Upper West Side. So there was the brand's called Bed-Stuy Fly.
Yes, I've seen that. Yeah.
So they were giving out the hats because it was the grand opening of the second location, and I got one. My girl got one. So I felt like rocking it.
That's what's up.
Official.
Dope, man.
Man, so everybody could know, we met our boy over here at the video shoot that we had. At the same time, he was getting a video shoot, and I think a photo shoot too, because I know you had your own photographer.
Yeah. I brought my he comes with me everywhere. Shout out to I Might Snap from Burlington. He's my personal photographer. He was there too, so it was a video shoot and photo shoot too.
Official. He even did some pictures of us.
Yeah,
like,
how'd those come out?
Amazing.
Dope.
Yeah,
we use them for our ads now.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's good. That's why I use him. He's the
Kill
man.
two birds right? Kill two birds with one stone.
Absolutely. The visuals gotta be right. Like if you doing this, the visuals gotta be right.
That's the biggest thing, man.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. So the viewers that don't know how you started your musical journey.
Yeah, well, so my family's from Nigeria. Nigerian champagne poppy. That's hilarious. I grew up in Jersey, East Orange, Newark area, 973, 908, all that good stuff. So I actually started out with comedy. Like I wanted to be the next Eddie Murphy. That was my dream, man. And in college, I was doing the stand-up thing.
Where'd you go to school at?
I went to Penn State University. Nittany Lions, we are.
I got stories in Penn State.
Everybody got stories in Penn State.
As a visitor.
You had a good time. That's all that matters.
Yeah, great time.
Yeah, Penn State was lit, man. I went to the branch campus in the Pittsburgh area for 2 years, and then I spent my last 3 years at the main campus in State College. And so again, I started out with stand-up comedy, but I always had an affinity for music. But I grew up in the 90s, so gangster rap, and I'm not a gangster. I didn't really see it, so to speak. So when old Kanye before whatever he's doing now, old Kanye came out, and right around college, guys like Kid Cudi started coming out, and Drake, and Wale, and J. Cole, and Kendrick. Once these guys started coming out, man, I saw myself. I really saw him, especially with Wale, because Wale is Nigerian like myself. He's from his family's from the Yoruba tribe, and we're Igbo. But that's my brother. That's kinfolk right there. So when I saw Wale, I saw him live in person at a Rip the Runway performance on campus. I was like, I got to do that. I got to do that.
Fuck comedy.
Comedy is way harder than music. Way harder.
It's a different dynamic.
God. Completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah.
Talking to the people, so,
I mean, it's one thing to make someone laugh. It's another to try to get a song off. It's two completely different types of energy. But it's still, listen, I do the pod now. There's a lot of laughs on there. So the comedian, he still lives there.
Yeah,
he's
no,
still there.
he always there. That never leaves you.
Nah.
That personality.
Absolutely not. So yeah, college is where it all started. I did a lot of, again, and the way college is set up is if you want to perform downtown, you got to be a cover band. You know, they're not really allowing original music to be played. They want to hear Wagon Wheel and Blink 182 and basically Now That's Music. That they want to hear that. So I was able to join a club called the Songwriters Club. A friend of mine, Brian Walker, A Day Without Love, he created it. And in that club at Penn State, I was able to meet other artists. I was able to meet producers. And I really got my first taste of like doing regular shows. So my sound and my whole swag was created on campus, doing campus events and fundraisers. And whenever somebody would come through, I'd network and I'd be an opener. So I was able to open for MC Light. I was able to open for Afro Man. I was able to kick it with Redman and Method Man in their tour bus. So yeah, I was able to do a lot of stuff in college, man.
So you was already writing music though before you even touched the stage?
Oh, absolutely.
Like you didn't just like one day
Nah.
Just write something and go up there. And
it's a process, man. So 2009 is when I kind of 06, 07 is where I started comedy. I kind of put that on the back burner. I started writing music in 09 and I didn't really get good till 2010. That's when I started performing regularly and just you got to learn how to do it first. You got to crawl before you walk. So in that time period, I got good. You stick with something long enough and you stick with it, you're gonna get good at it. So I got good with it, and 2010 is when I really started to take off for real.
Oh man.
And your name is a play off of your government name.
Yes, man. So it's funny too. I mean, we getting the full scope here. So originally my name was the U. My buddy, he's my DJ Camouflage.
I've seen that in a few of your
yes. So the story behind that, my DJ Camouflage from DC, he's from Sierra Leone. That's my brother right there. He gave me my name originally. He'd be like, "Yo, man, when you come out your dorm room, it's like the University of Miami Hurricanes, like the smoke. So you're the U. That's your name." So I just rolled with it. But the further I got along with it, Miami's got the U. So I can't that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. So I'd remembered as a kid, my aunt, she loved watching Martin, just like me and my dad and my mom and my brother. We love Martin.
Still watch that.
Still watch it. Martin, the classic.
Still watch the reruns.
I love Martin. That's my joint.
Seasons 1, 2, and 3 though.
Facts. Big facts.
Funny
I had the biggest crush on Tisha Campbell. I still do. She's still right. Yeah.
I was more Pam.
You were more Pam?
Yeah.
Pam had that. She had the attitude. She had that too.
There you go.
She had that badunka dunk.
Yeah, she did have some. She had some cakes. She definitely.
I think she
cakes.
tried to sue Martin. Put her right.
Well, no, it was Tisha Campbell. Yeah, she did.
Okay,
they had
something about sexual harassment.
Yeah, they had a fallout. They
got feeling on her ass.
But they got past.
They got past.
They did a reunion.
They just did the reunion episode. They might do a spinoff too. I heard they might do a spinoff. So I'm glad they fixed that because Tisha Campbell's actually from Jersey. She's from Jersey. Yeah. So but now
play.
Yeah,
she was from Kid and Play.
And she was in House Party too. Yeah,
House Party.
Absolutely. My aunt started calling me Ugoboy. She said when I was a kid. I was like 6, 7 years old. So when I was rebranding, I did a whole rebrand in 2019, 2020. And I was like, you know what? I already had Ugoboy as my Twitter handle. I was like, let me just roll with that. And then I got it trademarked. I did it the right way, legally. Got a trademark, paid for it. And we've been rolling with Ugoboy probably since 2020. Since 2020. So all the songs and everything, you'll still see the U in old videos, but it's Ugoboy now. That's what we rolling with now.
Yeah, because when I went to your IG and your Linktree, a lot of your older stuff kept when it took me to YouTube, it was on somebody's random page.
Yeah.
It was on random pages. So I was like, yo, how do I get to your fucking your page? I had to keep searching and clicking, and finally I was like, all right, this is where all the shit is at.
Yeah, well,
YouTube stuff.
Well, I gotta I'm revamping my website too. So U-Go-Boy is hence the T-shirt too. I got T-shirts and all that. You know what I mean? Don't worry, I'll have y'all right when y'all come through next week to the Ugoboy podcast. So when I did the rebrand, it was just easier to find because I was running into that too. Friends were just like, yo, man, I can't find your music. And, because originally I had the letter after T, B4V. For the longest, because letter after T is you, Letter B for V is also you, but it's confusing. It's confusing.
Hell yeah.
It's all confusing. You dash go boy is easy. It's
people
easy
to find you gotta simplify it. Got to.
Or you go boy 88 since I was born in 88. So you go boy 88 or you dash go boy. That's how you find me on everything, and it's not a problem. People can get to my music and get to my stuff much easier now.
Cool. Hey, you said something interesting. He does, when I was on his YouTube, he has a lot of videos, bro. A lot of videos.
Yeah.
Like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, you've been doing it, man.
Yeah, I've been at it for a while, man. I've been very blessed and fortunate because I've met, great filmmakers and photographers and visuals people. I went to school. I was classmates with one of my best friends. His name's Randy Troy. He doesn't really do music videos anymore. He does anime. He's huge into anime. He's got a whole channel for One Piece. That's his thing. And but when I met him in college, I actually met him in a hip hop class, believe it or not, a hip hop history class. Shout out to Ronnie Barrage. They had that at Penn State. Yes, they did.
No
yes, they
shit.
did. Ronnie Barrage he's a drummer. He performed in this. It was like this rock fusion funk band called Defunct back in the 70s and the 80s, and he taught a hip hop class. So I made sure I took it.
Wow,
and that's where I met. That's where I met Randy Troy at Penn State my last year, and he was doing film and video. And I was doing sports journalism. So we were both college of communications. So we sparked up a friendship from there. And then he was my visuals guy for a while, like easily over a decade. And so I was very fortunate to have people like him taking pictures of me, shooting my videos, making sure I look right, because you need that. You got to look right to the masses.
You got to look well put together.
Well, that's what's ill about the college scene, man. You meet a lot of people that you could grow with and learn with together.
Absolutely.
You form a lot of friendships through that.
Facts.
Through the whole
big facts.
College scene.
Big facts.
You guys remember my cousin Edgar?
Yeah.
So he has a younger sister, and she used to send me pics every now and then of her in college. And they used to have like toga parties.
Oh yeah, wow.
All this crazy shit. I'm like, wow, college life is bugged out, man.
No, yeah, it's just
that's like a Tuesday at Penn State.
Shit, man.
Sorry to cut you off.
You fucking with them figs? You fucking with the toga parties?
Man, listen. Can't tell y'all stories, but they used to get wild, man. Shout out to my neighbor Hugo, man. He went to was that on Long Island joint? Oh, I forgot the name of that.
Where? What part of Long
Deep
Island?
in Long Island. Stony Brook.
Oh yeah, Stony Brook.
I know Stony Brook.
And he was into the whole frats and all that. So
yeah, the frats is wild.
So you can't go back there?
I can't. I don't remember half of the stuff when I used to go visit. But it used to get wild.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It used to get wild. And the girls, man, I mean,
oh my God,
whatever you see in movies is like PG. Like,
yeah,
real life is real crazy.
Animal House is like mind you, that's rated R, but that's like PG compared to what it is. It's crazy. That's one of my favorite movies too.
Yo, we've been noticing you have new music.
Yes,
every month, every few weeks.
Yeah.
Talk about it. What's right now on your horizon? What are you working on?
Oh man, so I'm glad you mentioned that. When I did the rebrand, probably like back in, right at the end of COVID, because I dropped a little EP during the pandemic. Everybody's home, just listening to new music.
Yeah,
but
the 4 tracks.
Exactly. It's called the Jonah EP. Like my middle name's Jonah. That's my dad's name too. And just 4 brand new songs. And I was just like, you know what? I need to get more consistent dropping music, but I need to make sure that the rollout and the presentation and the marketing is A1. No pun intended. Is that? And natural.
Shout out to A1.
Shout out to A1. Love you, homie. Just a natural progression there. My main man Eddie Heartthrob. That's my brother. We were actually on the same record label together. He produces and he makes beats, and me and him, we've been making music together for over a decade. And I would lock in with him in Burlington, which is South Jersey, closer to the Trenton area. And I take the 1 hour drive, and me and him we lock into the Batcave, man, and we just make bangers, just bangers. So me and him kind of made a pact that, like, you know what, we can do this forever, but we got to get this out. Like, it's kind of selfish to not share these gifts to the world.
To the world.
To the world. Like, you got to do that. But at the same time, it's that fine line of sharing those gifts, but making sure the presentation is pristine, is right.
Business too.
That's like when Wakanda didn't give the vibranium to the rest of the world. You know?
I like that. I like that. I like that. The first one actually dropped on my birthday, believe it or not. On February 16th. Yeah, I was in DR for the first time, and I actually watched the first one in DR, believe it or not. Yeah, it was subtitles and everything.
I would think you
Spanish?
No, it was the subtitles were in Spanish. But it was
Oh shit!
I would think you would be a little too busy in DR to watch it.
I was yeah. That was my 30th. That was my 30th.
Oh, you was dirty 30, baby.
Oh man, that was the right way to kick it off. It was wild times.
There's a lot of champagne, Nigerian champagne copies, juniors over there.
Big facts. They call me Juice out there.
Oh, they call you Hugo.
Hugo is Juice.
Hugo.
Yo, that's fire, man.
Damn, you just squirting that Hugo everywhere. Oh man.
Yo, this is wild times. Wild times.
You mentioned you was in a record label with your mans. What record label? Yeah,
so I was on an independent label. For legal purposes, I can't say the name of the record label anymore.
Fuck them.
Oh yeah, all that. That situation was a great learning experience. That's what I took from it.
That's where you got to look at it.
Yes, for sure. Because you could look at it and be bitter and have that spill into what you're doing now. But I'm just a naturally centered person, and to get to where I know that I'm going to get to, already spoken to existence. I'm really big on manifestation. I need to take positive, good nuggets from situations that go left. And with that whole situation, I was able to learn a lot of things about what not to do in terms of progressing your career. Because the thing with the music business, man, is the politics is real. I mean, when you're on a label, when you're in a label situation and you don't own the label, you're not in charge of decisions. Yeah. You know, I can't say, all right, I'm just dropped this video, so we're putting it out. Nah, we're not. So and so he's going first, and you're gonna wait.
Yeah,
it was a lot of that going on.
They already got the plan laid out, and you got to follow it.
Exactly.
You're an employee.
You're an employee. Exactly. You're an employee. So, me and Eddie Harthaw, we both experienced that, and we learned a lot from that situation. And when I got off the label, you know, I've told this story a billion times, especially on my podcast, that I understood. Okay, the word marketing wasn't used one time the 4 or 5 years I was signed. I didn't hear the word marketing one time.
What?
It was just wild, but it's true.
How they're supposed to get you out there?
It was just their model was the music is going to sell itself. that was the plan, and that's not a sustainable business plan.
I mean, you got to. It's not going to sell. It's not going to sell itself if you don't put it in front of people.
Exactly.
To fucking hear it.
You got to make it accessible.
Yeah.
You got to make it accessible. You got to move. I'll never forget. I was watching a Rick Ross interview. Rose always drops nuggets. I love watching him and Steve Harvey. And
he eats a lot of nuggets.
He does eat a lot of nuggets too. Wingstop. I live next to a Wingstop. No. Lemon peppers. Yeah, I gotta have my lemon pepper. But no, he had mentioned one time about it's not about moving. It's about moving correctly. And I listen, when it comes to my heroes, or if I hear something, I put that in the bank, and I use that, you know, and I apply that to what I'm doing. So in terms of just the rollout, in terms of marketing, in terms of YouTube or the algorithm or whatever, I made sure that I was going to get to a point where, all right, I'm dropping this month. Let's move correctly. Let's get the video out. Let's get the TikToks out. Let's get the snippets out. And the fact that I was able to launch a podcast too, they grow concurrently. You know what I mean? So, but that whole situation was to just wrap that up, it was a great learning experience. Yeah. It did, and plus the friendship I have with Eddie Heartthrob, with I Might Snap, it was just fortified through that, and it's definitely paying off dividends now. Like my career is as good as it's ever been. You know, so that's what I took from that.
You mentioned Heartthrob, right?
That's my guy. I love that guy.
I'm getting like Bret the Hitman Hart vibes from your getup, like from your earring, right? Like
he was my hero growing up.
He was.
I met him. I met him. I did.
Catch that because I knew you were a big wrestling head.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I never put that together though.
So the earring, I'm like, yo.
Well, definitely the glasses.
The glasses, the
definitely
earring,
the glasses.
the jacket.
Oh, shit.
Even the jacket has that, the colors. And
I have some Hitman glasses. I got a shirt. I'm saving it for a video. Like probably the next video I might break those out. And I was able to meet him. They did WrestleMania in Jersey a couple years ago. And when I found out they do this thing called WrestleCon, it's kind of like Comic-Con, but it's just for wrestlers. When I found out, my boy told me, my boy told me that Brett was going to be there. I cleared my schedule. I was like, what time? I'm there. And I finally got to meet him.
Wow.
That was bucket list, man. I've always wanted to. I geeked out, fanboy. I was like, Brett, I've loved you since I was a kid. He's like, all right, man, you ready for this picture? But that was dope. But nah, Hitman is that's my guy. That's my guy.
The sharpshooter. I used to try to do that shit all the time on my little brother.
I did that shit on my sister one time.
Yeah, that shit was the shit.
And she was flying like she was dead. And I freaked the fuck out.
Oh man! Well, I met Sting too. I met Sting at Comic-Con, and I asked him. I asked Sting. I was like, "Yo, man, I know Brett was on WCW for a while. Who did the sharpshooter first?" And Sting was like, "Oh, Brett's older than me." And he's like, and Sting was telling me that he got it from a dude in Japan. Because Sting, a lot of these dudes, especially the old school cats, even the new school guys, a lot of those dudes before they make it here, they're on the independent scene, kind of like musicians, and they're overseas in Japan learning the craft, learning a lot of their moves. You know what I mean? So Sting got the sharpshooter and a bunch of his moves from, I forgot the name of the dude, but he said from a dude in Japan.
That's crazy that you said that though. Like that they travel, they go around, and it aligns with the music. Just the wrestling genre, a lot of things align themselves the same way. From music, wrestling, fucking
entertainment,
anything entertainment, like actors,
sports, absolutely,
sports, definitely. Like people travel all across the world before they even make it to the main stage. Like,
but I think that's back in the day, because now it's with social media, internet.
Well, I mean, it's kind of blended. Well, especially with like wrestling. Wrestling is still the same model. Well, social media is the game changer. Mm-hmm. You can be visible like that. You can go viral, or a talent scout can see you off of TikTok or off of YouTube. But it's still the same grind. They gotta hit the independent scene, especially if their dad or their mom wasn't a wrestler. Mm-hmm. They got to get it out the mud.
But you think about it. Let's say 20 years ago, you had to go out different cities and build a fan base. It will take 10 years.
True.
Opposed to, there's this little white girl that she's fucking went viral.
There were scouts. There's scouts out there for the big companies. They have scouts out there that look for, that go to these places. And like you'll find like a.
But how long would that take?
True.
That's what I'm saying. But you're saying like it'll take 10 years. What I'm saying is
that shit that girl that went viral with that stupid song.
Oh shit.
She's like number one right now.
That's terrible.
Well, I don't even know her name.
I don't know.
Yeah,
a white chick that does that dumb shit.
Long eyelashes.
Specialist.
Heartthrob showed me that joint the other day. I was like, this is crazy.
Bitch is really like going around now.
She got a deal off.
She got a deal.
Isn't that crazy?
We shouldn't even talk about it, man.
I could feel the animosity from my man, right? He's just like,
right?
Like, keep it moving. Let's keep it moving.
Isn't that hip hop nowadays?
That's hip hop culture. That's the culture. Unfortunately,
it's influence, but that ain't hip hop.
It's a subculture.
Listen, yo.
So what
keep it moving.
I say that to say that now is so much easier to just go viral. For
expose yourself.
You expose yourself.
True.
With the internet, and it's a different game. Where post back in the day, you had to go travel, go to Japan. You don't even go to DR. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Jai Veneno. He was a ill wrestler.
And
I never heard of him. Ric Flair and all. He fought Ric Flair and all of them.
Dominican dude?
You don't know Jai Veneno?
I never heard of him.
Oh shit, he was like the Hulk Hogan over there.
No shit.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And he came out here. He wrestled with, like I said, Ric Flair, all of them. But nowadays it's a different ball game, man. How do you feel about that? Like the whole, putting yourself out there, creating an image for the net, right?
I mean, the whole algorithm thing is crazy, man.
What the fuck is that? I still don't understand that shit.
I mean, basically, the algorithm is some freaking like web designer in like Northern California who works for TikTok, who basically decides what gets pushed and what. It's kind of like the Matrix. It's kind of crazy. but
up.
I mean, the model has like evolved. I mean, before it was cassettes, then it was CDs, and after CDs, then it's streaming, and now it's the algorithm, kind of like a little bit of everything. So I mean, but the aesthetics have changed, but the model kind of still is the same. I mean, you have to just maneuver within that. So you've always had to market yourself and have a team around you to delegate to get you where you need to get to. Just like you guys have this show, you got video, you have the setup, you got production, you got a place to record, and you've got gear, like you've got merch. Like you still have to build your brand. That will never change. It's just how you do it now. And what I quickly learned with music, especially now in 2022, I was so anti-TikTok, bro. I refused because I just saw this Vine and Snapchat. I was like, man, this is just kids doing dances.
The Vine, I remember.
Vine was here for like a week.
Yeah,
it was gone, and I was just like, I vowed, I was like, I'm never doing it. So, but during the pandemic, when I did a deep dive of learning of like what I need to do to like alter my marketing plan, I listened to a lot of managers, like Whack 100 was one of them. A lot of cats that are in the industry, and they were just like, "Yo," at the time it was 2020, 2021. They were just like, "If you ain't got a TikTok, if you're not cutting up your song and at least putting 1 or 2 a week, or even a 3 a week, or 4 a week, or 1 every day, you're hustling backwards." So I got a TikTok going, and it's funny enough, like my podcast and my music, it does the best on TikTok and YouTube, believe it or not.
As far as like plays,
in terms of views, just
we
views.
started one up, so make sure y'all go follow the Advocates.
Absolutely, Hip Hop Advocates on TikTok.
We started one up fresh,
absolutely,
trying to dabble in it
because they don't even have an algorithm in TikTok. It's just free, it's free game.
It is. It is. It's hashtags. It's TikTok is just.
It used to be what Instagram was.
It used to be.
Remember Instagram
Yep.
in the beginning, everybody was seeing it. Now
Yes.
maybe 5-10% of your followers are seeing your posts.
Because you got to understand, they still got to make money at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's a business.
So it's a business. So think about it. It's free to do a TikTok. It's free to do a Facebook channel. It's free to have a YouTube channel, a Instagram, a Twitter. It's all free. So if it's a free, what's the business model? Oh, you want to blow on it? Well, you got to boost your posts. Well, you got to give $5 or $10 or whatever your budget is.
Gotcha.
You gotcha. And that's what advertising. That's what they get. That's the rub.
You know what that sounds like? That sounds like Bruce Wayne problem.
Clark Kent issues.
Yo, that joint, man.
Yes,
we got to
sir.
talk about that joint.
Please,
and you did the video with A1?
Yes.
And we was there and we saw it?
I
Absolutely.
think before that, we got to pay some bills.
That's right. We'll be right back, y'all.
This episode of the Hip Hop Advocate Show is presentado por McDonald's. The McRib is back, y'all. Pero esta es su despedida. Like an artist who keeps retiring over and over, on the low for the record sales. No sabemos si en verdad se va para siempre. But it's time to celebrate this iconic sandwich. From its tangy barbecue sauce hasta sus pepinillos. No se olviden. Grab yourself a whole load of napkins to eat your last McRib. Whether it's to wipe your tears or esa salsita de barbecue. Enjoy every single bite like it's your last McRib ever. The McRib Farewell Tour is happening now at your local Mickey D's.
Festivals, football, flannels. Some say fall is their favorite time of year. And this fall, there are now updated COVID-19 booster shots designed to help protect against COVID-19 variants. If you've had your primary series, schedule an updated COVID-19 booster shot appointment as soon as you're eligible. And don't forget to enjoy the foliage. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
I wanted to know why some people who get COVID-19 get it so bad. I found out it may be because they have a high risk factor, such as heart disease, diabetes, being overweight, smoking, and asthma. Even if symptoms feel mild, these factors can increase your risk of COVID-19 turning severe. So if you're at high risk and test positive, there are things you can do, like asking your healthcare provider if an authorized oral treatment is right for you. Learn about an option at treatcovid19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
And we're back, fellas. We're back. So before we left, we were going to get into that song, man. What's the title of that song exactly?
Bruce Wayne Money. That's, first of all, I'm a Batman nut.
Yeah, I can tell you already.
He's my guy. Batman's my guy, man. I just love his whole swag and his whole energy, man, of just like, I love that he has to figure stuff out. You know what I mean? It'd be real easy to be, all right, I could fly and I could just kill you with a flick, and I'm super speed and this, that, and the third.
Damn, you also look like one of the Joker's henchmen too.
Wow. From like the 90s movie, right?
The 90s movie, yeah.
Yeah, but Batman is the world's greatest detective.
He
you
is.
Know what I'm saying?
He is. Batman's my dude.
I never got into Batman.
Really?
Because he ain't have super
But
powers.
you're a New Yorker. How you a New Yorker and not?
Because I was like,
You never watched, I mean, I'm sure you watched the Chris Nolan ones, though.
Who the hell is that?
The director.
Yeah.
Chris Nolan with Batman Begins.
Christian
Dark
Bale.
Knight.
Christian Bale Batman.
Yeah.
The Kristen Bale ones.
I like the 90s Batman.
Nah. You lost.
Have you watched any of those?
I have. I have. Like Bane killed
Watch
it.
him today.
Yeah.
Bane killed it.
Watch
I was
him.
more into like the villains, like the Penguin.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
The Bane was shit.
The
Was
original
Bane was
Joker was ill. The original Joker was ill.
That's the problem.
Jack Nicholson.
Jack
Yeah,
Nicholson?
that's the problem with a lot of Batman movies, though. They make the villain more interesting than Batman. You know what I mean? And it really, like this new one that it came out, this the most recent
The
one.
last one, yeah.
They kind of switched it up a bit.
It's dope.
It's dope. I liked it.
I liked it.
I liked
It
it.
was
It was
interesting,
different. It was
bro.
definitely different.
Because he's young now. He's only in year 2. He's still figuring out. I like that.
Yo, what
I
the
like
fuck
that.
did he take? Remember he took like a potion? What the fuck was it?
I mean, I don't want to spoil it. Like, you know, see.
Oh, so people,
Yeah,
we'll talk
he's-
about that later, off screen.
Off screen.
That was Molly.
It should have been watched.
That's probably Molly.
It was New York. So
But let's get back to the song. You fucking we met you over there. We met you with A1. Shout out to A1.
A1.
It was an amazing video. We did an amazing video.
Merry-go-round.
We got to see your joint too. You went in there, you had one glove on, and you just fucking killed it. Your man was behind you, showing support.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Eddie from Edwin from the base. That's my
He
guy.
was
That's my
playing
guy.
overall.
That boy.
What's Alfred?
He was my Alfred. Yeah, he was my Alfred. He was my Alfred. He was absolutely my Alfred. Can't wait till he sees this. He's gonna lose it. Nah, that song right there. Listen, okay, so shout out to Narcotics. He's from Atlanta. He made the beat. Incredible. You guys would love him. He's all about that boom bap. I met him during my Redacted Records time when I was signed back in the late 2010s.
You make connections.
And we making sense. Something good came.
Those are the positives. that
Absolutely,
came out of it.
facts. So he sent me that beat probably like 2 years ago. Probably about 2-3 years ago. Probably definitely before the pandemic. And I was sitting on it for a while because I knew that I had to come correct. I knew I wanted to do something special to it. It was definitely bars. It wasn't. That's not an anthem radio type of joint. That's bars. And
Yeah, you had some good punchlines. On
I had a
there.
couple. In there. I
The
do
Ric
this.
Flair joint, I was stays in my mind.
I got a couple.
Sweet chin music.
Yeah. That's
I mean, listen. When I was learning, because I had to learn how to rap. Like I didn't. My brother doesn't rap. I don't have any cousins that rap. Actually, I got one cousin that rap. I just found out now, but he's younger. But growing up, I didn't have anybody.
Yeah,
that,
you didn't have
that did
nobody
this.
to look up to.
Right,
As far as like
facts.
close. Your
Facts.
close circle.
So it's like when I was learning how to rap, I was using a lot of Ninth Wonder, a lot of Static Selector. I got into MF Doom.
Oh, wow.
I got into like, you know what I mean, little brother. If I'm like, I was just into that whole swag because that just sounded so fire to me. And but bars, and the more mature I got in as me as an artist, from the U all the way to Ugoboy, I was like, I mean, I make a little bit of everything. I make Afro beats. I make club records. I make anthems. I make radio stuff. I make soundtrack movie stuff. But I gotta remind cats from time to time that I really got these bars too. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, I could give it to you however you want it. And so that was Bruce Wayne money. I was like, let me just go straight bars, no hook. Eddie Heartthrob, he was giving me the mean face the whole time I'm recording it. He's like, bro, that's how we come in? Like, that's how you feel? I'm like, Bruce Wayne problems, Clark Kent issues. Like,
that just sparked something in me right now.
Well, yeah. He's naming some names there.
Ooh, you're up, man. I got something on my brain, bro.
Gotta let it out.
let it out, man.
Don't hold
it's
it,
a safe
man.
space. It's a safe space.
see
Safe space.
So every time we got somebody on this platform, we always ask them the same question. What is the top 5? We want to know what influenced them, what got them started. And I think it's time, fellas.
Let's do it.
Yo, time for the top 5.
Greatest of all time. Check it out, y'all. Giving y'all the best.
As we go a little something like this.
Definitely Kanye.
Ooh,
Old
he's
Kanye.
controversial right
Oh,
now.
oh, old
You
Kanye.
know what's funny? When I was outside before when I got here, you know, he said that he came up with the idea of the Django movie. I don't know. I don't know if he's just really losing his mind.
Nah, he's getting ready to drop an album. That's what it is.
Yeah,
he does this before.
He just said that. I was like, yo. He was like, yeah. I was talking to Quentin Tarantino and Jamie Foxx one time, a conversation, and you know, like it was his idea, the whole Django movie.
He just be talking, man.
He knows how to stir shit up, man.
No comment. I can't even.
Yo, man,
Like,
Kanye.
you can't even do nothing with it at this point. It's
What
just
can you say about that?
All right.
Goddamn Kanye, man.
it's old Kanye. Old Kanye. I can't
Kanye.
co-sign on like Ye beard, whatever he's doing now. I can't co-sign on that. But old Ye, old Kanye, college dropout, him holding the fuzzy bear. That's my guy.
Yeah.
That's Pink Polo. That's my guy.
Pink Polo.
Pink Polo,
Nice.
Louis Vuitton like suitcase. That's
You
my
saw
guy.
the documentary on that?
Yeah, oh yeah.
That was
He's
crazy.
in there.
That was
Old Ye
amazing.
is in there.
Yeah.
Episodes 1 and 2, I think it's like a 3-part joint. But for episodes 1 and 2, I was like, yeah, that's my guy.
That was amazing,
That's my
man.
guy right
when
there.
he changed and started, he ain't even recognize his own people. So he was like, "Yo,
Listen, when you change your circle up, man, you can go anywhere. You know, that's why I'm big on energy, man. Like the guys I'm with.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like they have been the same guys.
you're not gonna get a black shirt with white letters saying "White Life Matters" to match the hat. You're not doing that.
I'm not gonna dye my hair red and
You're not
like
doing
start
that.
eating candy corn in the middle of New York with no shoes on. I ain't gonna do wild stuff like that, bro. Like, nah. I'm consistent. Consistency is one of my favorite words. So I like my people that way too. But college dropout, yay for sure. Another one is Beck. Believe it or not, Beck.
Back.
He's an alternative artist. He came out in the 90s. He came out like a bunch of songs like Loser, New
That sounds
Pollution.
familiar.
Like so quick backstory before I continue the list. I wasn't allowed to listen to rap as a kid. My parents, I grew up in a really staunch Christian household. I'm still a born again believer, but I wasn't allowed to listen to rap. But my parents were just like, you can watch MTV, just no rap. Which is kind of crazy because like rock music and alternative music and Ozzy Osbourne and Red Hot Chili Peppers, a lot of that stuff got a lot of demonic crazy
so
stuff
crazy.
in it too. Like Nine Inch
Satanist
Nails,
shit.
9 Inch Nails. Like growing up as a kid, like that had some pretty wild shit in there. But I was raised on basically now that's music 1 through 3. That's my joint right there. So Beck, when I heard he came out with a couple of songs, New Pollution, Loser, Devil's Haircut, Where It's At.
I'm sure if I hear some of these joints, I'll remember.
If you hear,
because I know the name. I remember that name. Beck.
Pretty sure your brother has.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
my
absolutely.
sister probably because that sounds like one of them videos that you would hear that you would see on Total Request Live.
Facts.
Like,
Facts.
back in the day. Like,
I would call up TRL and request Beck all the time. No, I really would. That was my guy. He actually won, I think, for Song of the Year, and Kanye got up and was getting ready to interrupt him, but changed his mind. I remember that a couple years ago. Yeah. that was recently. That was a couple years ago.
shit.
But nah, Beck for sure, definitely Beck. So that's 2, right? A third. Oh, Fabulous. Loso. Yeah, so another quick. So no, go ahead.
Nah, I'm saying I can see it because you like to drop a lot of punchlines.
Yo,
Fab
punchline,
is the punchline.
punchline king, man. Him and
Funeral
Lloyd Banks.
music.
Yeah,
No, they kind of I won't know, but
So
music I would know it.
when I was I want to say high school, just getting ready to go to end of middle school, getting ready to go to prep school. Because I ain't go to regular high school. I went to St. Benedict's Prep in Newark. So like my brother would get like the DJ Clue mixtapes. we'd get the bootlegs, or my boy Shay, he's also Nigerian. He would just burn the CDs at the crib, and he was a huge Fabulous fan. So he would just be like, he's like, you want that new Fab? He's like, I got you.
Yo, the Nigerians were big on the bootleg.
Bootlegs,
on the bootleg album.
Kids don't know, man. They don't know.
Nigerians was the main ones,
bruh. We had that whole market on Smash. Bootleg Kings, bro. BLKs. Whatever you need, DVDs.
On Jamaica Ave. They the ones who run that shit. They the ones who selling all the bootlegs.
Harlem,
Facts.
125th.
The spot. From Jersey, we would know the spot is like Canal Street or whatever. Like, so we'd take the train and come to the spot to get the fake Jordans and the bootleg CDs and the bootleg DVDs or whatever. Smack DVDs. I remember those.
Yo, you ever seen Bum Hunters?
Oh wow!
No, I don't remember that.
That shit was,
I used to
exactly
love that shit. It was we'll talk about that later.
That ain't hip hop. That's crazy. It sounds wild. But nah. So
bum fights. Actually.
I remember bum fights.
That's what you talking about.
That's crazy.
I'm like bum hunters.
I don't think you talking about bum fights.
I remember
that's
those.
where I got the skit from. Oh, there's a bum here, mate. Capture that bum.
Oh man.
Nah, bum fights was crazy. I saw Kimbo Slice. That's the first time I saw Kimbo Slice on one of those.
Yeah.
They discovered him there.
But no, Fab. The bars, the wordplay, the punchlines. I remember he had this like, it's getting hard to dodge the women, but I'm still pitching hard white balls faster than Roger Clemens. Like I still remember I still remember some of his bars to this day.
There was a time when he was kind of like, not saying falling off, but he was getting forgotten about, and then he started dropping those mixtapes.
True.
With 90s beats.
Yeah.
And that kind of ignited a fire on all true MCs like Jada, and you know what I'm saying. So
he started a trend.
And it's funny you met. So Jada Kiss was my brother's dude, still to this day, and I've always loved Jada too. But my brother's, he vouches to this day. He's like, nobody's better than Jada, and Jada's a GOAT, absolutely. So my brother always loved Jada. And that was his guy, and my guy was always Fab. So
hey, look, they did a joint project.
Exactly, the Freddie Jason, I think. Yeah, that was fire. That was fire. So, but nah, Fabulous to this day. I love Fab. His swag, and the swag. I love the swag. Like
Coleman Collective.
Yeah, he always had the fits, the fresh kicks, the matching jerseys, the hats. The chains, the ice. Like, I'm just like, that's a rapper right there. That's a rapper right there. The chip tooth. Yep. All that. All that. Yeah.
He's half Dominican.
Yeah. That's why. That's why. That's why. So he's probably got some Nigerian in there if he's Dominican.
He's half Nigerian, half Dominican.
There you go. We claiming him. But definitely Fab to this day. He's Loso's a GOAT. So that's 3. So I do Beck, Ye, and Fab, right? So I got 2 more.
Rolling. Go to Zeta.
Holla back, youngin.
Whoop, whoop. That's just high school days, right?
Yeah.
The belt.
That was my shit, that track. That beat was crazy.
Yeah. I think that was Neptune's.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was. Sounds like a Neptune.
Yeah. Oh, man. I only got to do 5? 5? You got to stick with 5?
Yeah, stick it 2 in there. Who you got? Stain?
It's getting tough.
It's getting tough.
Stain is one of my favorite groups. Alternative groups. Whew. It's been a while since
we might have to throw on some cinematic music right now.
Dude, soundtrack over here. I'm loving it. Oh man, that's a tough list, man.
Yeah,
so I mean,
it gets tough, man.
So I'm gonna stick with Wale. Because again, that's kinfolk. I mean, that's Nigeria right there. If honest to God, if I'd never seen Wale perform, I would never start rapping. So I have to say Wale. Wow. I gotta say Wale.
That's big.
And again, forever underrated because it's funny when he came out, his first impression got messed up, and I feel like that's haunted him and followed him his whole career. Like cats can't get over, but you only sold such and such on your first album, or Chillin', the joint with Lady Gaga. Cats still hold that against him to this day. Still, this guy's got tracks for freaking Rihanna.
Wale bursted on the scene, like, and that's one thing. He came out. He came out with? Wasn't he signed to like Jay? Something.
He was on Interscope. No, he was on Interscope first. He got dropped.
Oh, okay.
And when he came out, he did a. I'll never forget because I was in college when it happened. He did a GQ cover feature story. It was him, Drake, and Kid Cudi, Gangsta Killers. They were supposed to be the next
08.
ones. Yep.
Like 08, 07.
Yeah, like
07, 08.
Yeah, between like 08 to 010. Like that, like those three were supposed to be the three-headed monster. Mm-hmm. And you think about it, Drake is Drake. Cudi's Cudi. Cudi's a legend. Like you can't refute that. Yeah. And whenever you mention Wale's name, you get this, yeah, I mean, but he made Chillin'. And I'm like, but he's Wale. Like he got hits. The man's got hits.
Yeah, man. He definitely put out some hits, radio hits.
A lot.
He know how to make that music. He know how to make radio music.
Facts.
That's one thing, which is what you need to actually make it to where you want to get. Where everybody want to get, right? That's what everybody here for, right? Everybody want to be famous. Right? Yeah. You got to dabble and dibble. Dibble and dabble.
To drop that 250 bands to get a radio song. Whatever.
I don't know about that. I don't know fuck about no making it on the radio. Although I would love to make it without it.
True.
That's fantasy. Talking about fantasy right there. You gotta have the money.
It go hand in hand. You know. So I think the fifth though. It's the fifth. I'm gonna put Cudi there too because when I came out, a lot of people said I sounded like him. A lot, especially in college and even when I do shows in New York. And I was doing a lot of shows in New York and throughout PA and you know even especially at in-state college at Penn State, cats to be like, "Yo, man, you remind me of Cudi," and I didn't realize that I listened to a lot of Cudi. I listened to a lot of Wale. Like those are probably and Drake obviously. So it's my fifth spot is a toss up between Cudi and Drake for sure. So
Drake's one of my favorites.
I'm sharing those two.
Not top 5, but Drake's one of my favorite overall artists.
Oh, we know.
Yeah.
I love Drake. No, I love Aubrey. Aubrey's the man. Like Champagne Poppy, he can do no wrong in my eyes.
As far as like MC, he's not one of my favorite, but he's one overall like artist.
All around artist.
Yeah, like music that makes overall great music. He's definitely top 5.
He's just a great all around artist. Like it's not just the singing, it's not just the bars, it's not just the production.
You guys need a room? Talking about this Drake.
It's my guy. That's my guy.
Right there is Ugoboy's top 5.
Yahtzee.
Go,
yo, that's your line right there, right?
That's my line. It is. We got t-shirts too. We got Yahtzee t-shirts available now.
Official, man.
We can get those t-shirts.
Before we go anywhere else, though, I want to ask you, what does Ezeaku mean?
Oh, okay. So, all right,
what does that mean?
Okay, so the pronunciation is Ezoku.
Okay. When I heard it, I heard it right, but obviously I wrote it down. I wrote it down how it spells. So
bro, there's some Nigerians that are gonna watch this. They're gonna roast you for that, bro. I'm sorry.
What does that mean, though?
Okay, so Ezoku is or Ezoku is Igbo, and the literal translation is really.
Oh,
like really? Like you thought I was Philly? No, that's not. Like really? So basically, in a conversation, like say we're 4 men here, we're having a conversation about, and you tell a story or you tell an aspect of the story that's crazy, and we're just like, really? We'd be like, Ezoku. Like basically like.
But you say it, you gotta say that's how it's.
You gotta say put the emphasis.
I like how you said it.
Ezoku.
Ezoku, mama huevazo, hablando mierda, Ezoku.
But no, it's Igbo. It's Igbo, and when I made a couple Afro beats joints last year. 5-Star Dancer, streaming on all digital platforms. That just hit 100,000 on YouTube. So when I did 5-Star Dancer and Ezoku, I was like, you know what? I have to infuse my Nigerian culture, my heritage in there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you definitely have. You can hear it in the, a lot of the singles that you got.
I got to, man.
Do it, man.
My family, and especially my other distant with relatives, they were like, how are you Nigerian? You don't make Afro beats. Why don't you make? Are you afraid? Are you? And I'm just like,
that shit could ring over there.
Yo, facts. Is the production? I needed the production because I can't
forget ringing over here. There's you ring here.
Exactly,
it's popping right now.
Big facts.
Build, grow it there, and then,
that's the plan. No, that's the plan.
Azuku.
Did you get it? Nah. Azoku.
We learning today.
Ezoku. Yeah, just Ezoku. Yeah. Yeah. Ezoku. Keep that same energy with it.
So while we try to learn that new word, we've been doing our research on you all week. We've been checking all your social medias. We found a few pictures of you doing legal things, illegal things. And right now we're just gonna show you and the viewers at the same time
what you did in DR.
What you did in DR.
Wow.
God damn it.
Wow. I plead the fifth. Baby, don't be mad at me.
You was in that cabana.
But so we have a few pictures of you, and we just want you to explain what's going on for the viewers. Nothing crazy,
Okay. Let me take the shades off so I can see.
Yeah, we got some insider info. We reached out to some people. We found,
So right now this
some
segment is
exclusives.
called "You Searching for Ugoboy." All right, so the first one we got, which makes perfect sense because we've been talking about it.
Oh man, yeah, that's me and Sting. That's me and Sting at Comic-Con about 3 years ago, I believe. Yes,
Official.
You spoke about it earlier, right? You were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, man. He loved my whole fit. I got the whole fit.
Same shirts.
Same shirts.
Wow.
I wasn't gonna do the face paint. I just stuck with the mask. He loved it. He loved it.
You wasn't gonna do white face.
I was not gonna do white face. There was a white dude. It was funny. So I met a couple other Stink dudes dressed up like Sting. This white dude did the white face, and he looked crazy.
You would've been canceled.
He looked. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna just stick with the mask. But that's me and the Stinger, man. The goat.
This one right here is fucking hilarious. This one right here is fucking hilarious.
Classic.
And it's related to hip
Superstar.
hop because of my
Yes,
man
sir.
Will Smith.
Yes, sir. Alfonso Ribeiro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Carlton.
Did he do the dance?
Okay, so I asked.
Nah, tell me you asked him to do it.
I couldn't help it.
That's
I
really-
couldn't help it.
Wow.
That was 90s night at Medler Field in State College, Pennsylvania. I was shooting For the Love of It. That was an amazing video with Randy Troy. Shout out to my
check
boy
it out.
Morris Troy. Go check that out. It's on YouTube on the channel. And when I found out he was gonna be there, I rolled there. I cut in line because the line was crazy. And when I came up to him, I was like, "Yo, Alphonse, huge fan. I mean, is there any way you can do the dance? My cameraman's here." He's just like, he's like, "I'm not dancing today."
Oh, God.
He was cool about it. He was cool because we on the way back down because we took the elevator up. It's a big stadium, pretty big stadium. He was cool. We were in the elevator together, just cracking up, and he was chill about it. Because I can imagine he gets that all the time.
Yeah,
so
I'm sure.
You wanted to get him on your video.
I just wanted to get him in the music video as a cameo. We still got the cameo. It all worked out. He's in there, but him doing the dance would have been crazy. But he was chill about it. But that was me meeting him. He's a cool dude. He's a really cool dude.
It's not unusual.
Yeah.
All right, we got the next one over here.
Oh yeah, that's me and the GOAT, Rod Digger. The GOAT.
One of the greatest female MCs of all time.
I opened for her actually. I opened for her.
Yeah.
That was in Brooklyn at the Milk River. I believe that's the name of the spot. I forget the name of the company. I think Luminary Music or something like that. They had invited me. That was definitely a pay to play situation. Back in the day, that was before you don't know better. I mean, you're just trying to
buck.
You just trying to you learn.
That was one of those learning experiences.
Facts, big facts, man. So I was able to I opened for her, and afterward I got to kick it with her. She's really chill. She lives in Jersey. You know what I mean? And
she's such hardcore.
She's such a mom too. She just the whole time just talking about her daughter. It's really cool. And she was really, it was amazing. She did the Touch It Bring It song. That joint, she did, I know she was on the remix with her and Busta. But that was dope. She was really chill. She was not Hollywood at all.
She was in a group with Eminem.
I did not know that.
The Outsiders.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Breaking news.
A Jersey group called the Outsiders, all Jersey MCs, and Eminem was rolling with them.
I know Eminem was doing a lot of stuff in Newark.
in
Newark, he was in Newark a lot.
98, 99, right before he got signed.
Right, Eminem was in Newark a lot, and Kanye used to live in Newark. He had an apartment in Newark. Yeah. So that's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Rod Digger is one of those female MCs.
She's an MC.
She's an OG.
She's a real.
Not even
she's a
female.
real.
You don't
even gotta categorize that.
You say MC.
She's a fucking
Bars.
real
Put her with Remy
spitter.
Ma. You know,
I put her with MC Light.
Yeah,
I put
Remy Ma,
she's up there.
MC Light,
MC Light
in that category.
Or Latifah.
Oh, that's
Oof.
okay. I'm not gonna be allowed back in Jersey if I don't say Latifah. So I'm gonna stay Latifah.
I'm Latifah too, though.
UNITY.
I love Latifah.
all
I don't know
right,
why she remind me of my cousins, like my older cousins,
Jenny and
Glendy, Natalia. Like,
Mad rough, like
yeah.
last but not least. Let's talk about this one, yo.
Oh, of course. I mean, that's shout out to two people to shout out, of course. Once again, A1 Vision, the GOAT, and I Might Snap. Oh my God, man, the visuals
and the
for
gloves too, man, because you look like Dexter right there.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I got
body and something.
So my brother's the bass. That's the other podcast I do with my brothers from Penn State. They were just like, "Yo, dude, you look like a Streets of Rage character."
Ooh, I love Streets of Rage.
I did too. So I mean, I got. Listen, like gloves are just. I had another pair. I still got that pair too. The first tap in I did a song called Juice versus Sauce, but I was like, I love these gloves, but I need some rougher ones that really look like I'm about to like take a body out to the Hudson Bay or something.
Nice.
I found those joints on Amazon and I had them and it went with the fit. That was a movie. That was a scene out of Batman.
Was a good one, man.
That was a scene
it
out of
felt
Batman.
like you had a relationship with A1 already. Like you
Absolutely. That was the fifth video me and him, that was the fourth video.
Wow.
Me and him did. We just shot the fifth one about 2 or 3 weeks ago. He's gonna send me the first cut. That's called Tippin'. That's my next video dropping in November.
He produced that track.
He produced the
which
beat.
is crazy.
He produced the beat. He makes beats too. Like A1 is
On the
that's
low.
The GOAT.
He showed it.
low.
He showed it when we did. So when we did our second video with him, Take One.
Nice, and that was fire.
He was showing us some videos. It looks, man. He was showing us some. He was playing us some beats, and he's like, yo, he's like, I'm gonna start working on, like he said, like that's what he wants to start working on. Like start working to build.
Facts. Yeah.
Not to take over what he's doing with the video because he's
right.
You can't leave that. He's too ill.
He's too good.
But and I get it. Like that's one thing. You got to build your own shit, right? You got to build your own sound. A lot of times you can't use people's music, for movies and for that kind of shit. So why not make your own? If you could do it, and you have the mind, and you feel like you can create it. Do it,
and he's good,
and he's doing, and that's one thing I see, he's like where he's going towards, like he's right. He got the film shit locked down. Now he'll start making fucking those background songs and shit like in the movie.
Facts.
Like
scores. They're called
you walk
scores.
in the room, when you walk in the
scores.
room, and all of a sudden you hear the, and then the music start playing, like like that's why I see A1 like going because he got a crazy vision.
We got a couple
A1
of the
vision. Like, that's the name.
He sent me about. Aside from Tippin', that's the name of the song. He sent me about 2 or 3 more. Like we got some fire coming out soon, real soon.
Yo, just drop one of them when we go do that interview.
Oh,
freestyle over it.
Yeah.
Let's close this up, yo. That right there, they're searching for Ugoboy.
Ugoboy. Yahtzee.
Official, man. Wow, yo. So next week we're gonna be at my man's spot over here.
Oh yeah, we're
killing it.
We're gonna reverse it.
Yeah, y'all coming to the Ugoboy podcast. I'm hyped, bro. Y'all gonna love it. Y'all gonna love it.
It's gonna be fun.
What can we expect over there, man?
So the Ugoboy podcast.
Whoa, hold up before you.
Okay.
We might be going too far. I think, guys, we don't have. It's too much shit to be talking about right now. We might have to save it for next week.
Yeah, let's save it for next week, and we'll cross that. We might have to do. We're gonna cross that river, and then we're gonna come back next week.
Yahtzee.
We're gonna smell that nasty ass water.
Oh, yeah, it's terrible.
Oh no,
and people, we live there, and I'm telling you, it's nasty.
This is disgusting.
Almost as bad as the Hudson Bay.
I like that.
It's a comeback.
I like that. Next week, y'all tune in.
Yep,
we'll be right here.
Like my man Real said, with the same clothes.
Narcotics on the beat. Let's get right to it. Don't ask about the checks, dog. I just do it. Yeah, I'm Flash Gordon, Jeff Gordon. I'm in that all-black Viper, Randy Orton. Yeah, I'm undefeated, undisputed. Shawn Michaels, your girl give me that sweet chin music. Where's my competition? I dominate competitors. And I'm talking spicy like my daddy was a senator. I'ma need some interest, pay me like a creditor. Or we can hold court like it's Agassi and Federer. A lot of broke rappers, that salary flat. I'm checking on these niggas like where your salary at? I'm a sure thing, you're a matter of fact. And stop lying about your money, dog, that's salary cap. I got Bruce Wayne problems, Clark Kent issues. Niggas blowing whistles, but they are not official. I be checking crypto, y'all be checking prices. And I don't need bars, I got a liquor license. Half the people love it, half the people hate it. Niggas pulling cards, they not even vaccinated. I'm underrated and overrated, that's understated. I'm getting podcast money like, damn, I made it. I was laying tracks down in my college dorm. Super Bowl goals, I hope you keeping score. I'm at the Garden, sitting by the floor. Sipping Ace of Spade, yeah, would you like a pour? I'm in a Lamborghini, riding around Gotham. I'm still shopping and niggas still robbing, get it? A lot of clowns in the game, dog, no joker. Life's a game, but it's not poker. And yo, I grew up in the hood, the snowman was the blow man, and the weatherman was not Al Roker, nigga. Take it back like it's DJ Clue. I put an M on your head, now you Majin Buu. And yo, I treat you like my sons. All these niggas Gohan, I'm a barbarian. Swords like Conan, numbers on the board, push it with the call. In a room full of giants, I always stand tall. Rest in peace to Madden. Either way, I ball and I broke my controller. I ain't playing with y'all niggas. Yahtzee. Narcotics on the beat. You go, boy. Let's get it. Jersey.